What's up, everybody? Welcome to my PGA cheat sheet video for the Northern Trust. Still a little bit upset about last week. After day one, I was in second place. After day two, I was in first place. After day three, I was in fifth place. So going into day four, Sunday, I thought, wow, I was in a really good spot. Hopefully getting that top 10 at the least. And I was really expecting to do good, but everybody decided to take the day off. Really needed Ben on to win, and I needed Charles Howell not to do a little bit better, but ended up finishing 29th and out of 30,000 people, so can't really complain. But I was so close to taking the down. But yeah, that's probably gonna haunt me for a little bit. But I'm excited to get back into it and win some more money. It was a profitable week last week. Hopefully, it was for you guys as well. I had a lot of guys on the cheat sheet do very well, so hopefully another good week this week. I'm gonna get right into it. Before we get started, if you guys can leave a like on the video, and also subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd really appreciate that. If you guys aren't on Patreon yet, make sure you get on. This is the last month of PGA, so last month to check out the Patreon. It's link will be in the description. It's $5, and you get pretty much everything. You get all the stats as you see here, and then the targets page, which I update throughout the week. My lineup percentages, my core plays, and my cash lineup. So yeah, it's the last month for that. Kind of sad that it's the last month for PGA until like another month. But kind of excited to get into football, which I really love. So let's get into the targets. All right, so I really don't I don't really like the 10K and up range this week, but I like a lot of guys in the low ranges there, and but if I was playing somebody in the 10K, I'd play Justin Thomas. He's second in strokes gained on approach, sixth in par 4 average, and first in par 5 average, and he's first in birdie or better percentage. So his stats are crazy, and he's 10,000. So get a nice discount on some of the other guys up there. And forgot to mention some of the stats we're looking at this week. We're looking at driving accuracy, total driving, par 4 average birdie or better percentage, bogey avoidance, strokes gained off the tee, strokes gained on approach, and also putting is something we're always going to look at there. So another person is Rory there. Of course, he's one of the best players in the world, arguably the best. He's first in strokes gained off the tee, fifth in bogey avoidance, second in birdie or better percentage. So three key stats I'm really looking at this week. He always has the opportunity to finish first and finish first by quite a bit. If he's on, he's on, and he could very well win this tournament. So I would not be surprised if we see him win. So I'm gonna have a little bit of him. This 9K range is pretty interesting. It starts with Webb Simpson. He's third in bogey avoidance, second in par 4 average. He's been very, very good lately. And then he has an average finish of 10 in his last 5 tournaments, which I believe is the best out of the whole field, including Rory, Thomas, and all them. So yeah, I like Webb Simpson quite a bit in 9,400. He's definitely my number one play. Probably gonna have a decent amount of them in next we got Justin Rose. He's 9,600. He's my second favorite play in the 9,000 range. Yeah, Justin Rose has solid stats all around. I think he's a really solid play here. I don't think he's going to hurt you. I don't know if there's much upside. I can see him definitely finishing in the top 10. I don't really see him winning this week, but he's a very good putter, so that always keeps him in contention. So Justin Rose is pretty interesting. I'll have some of him here. And then Patrick Cantlay is 9,200. I haven't really seen him this cheap in a while. He's third in par 4 average. He's first in bogey avoidance. He's ninth in birdie or better percentage, and he has an average finish of 18 in his last 5 tournaments. So it's not like he's been doing bad. That average 18 finish in his past 5 tournaments is pretty good. And then Matt Kuchar is just a little He's a little overpriced at 9,100. So I think that's going to take away his ownership. I don't think there's much upside, but I think it's a safe play at 9,100. I think he'll make the cut and everything. Can't really see him finishing in the top 5 or anything, but I do think he can get a top 20, so I think it's a pretty safe play. This course does fit him pretty well, so I'll have a little bit of Kuchar. And then the 8,000 range starts with Adam Scott. He's 6th in strokes gained on approach. He's 3rd in par 4 average, and he did win here in 2013. That was like 6 years ago, so doesn't really mean too much, but yeah, he did win here. So this is a course he can do good at. 8,800. I will be playing some of him as well. And then Patrick Reed, 8,100. He's just been so good. He has an average finish of 14 in his last 5 tournaments, which is like second best in the whole field, something like that. So Patrick Reed at 8,100, I think is a pretty good deal there. And then Bryson at 8,600. He's eighth in birdie better percentage, and he's ninth in par 5 average. Two stats I'm looking at this week. And then you got Xander there at 8,900. Not the prettiest play here. He's 8,900. I'd rather get to Scott and Reed and all them. But I will play some Xander here. He's third in par 5 average, and he does seem slightly underpriced. But like I said, I like the 3 guys above him a little bit more. And then Tony Finau, he's 8,300. This is a guy that's very underpriced. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him end up in the top 10 in 8,300. I think that's a very good deal there. 7,000 range, as you can tell, this is the range I like a lot. Starting with Gary Woodland, 7,800. I just think he has the most upside out of everybody in this range. He did finish second here in 2013. He's ninth in strokes gained off the tee. He's second in par 5 average, and he's third in birdie or better percentage. So lots of great stats there. Huge upside for Gary Woodland, in my opinion. And then Matthew Wolff, another guy that has a pretty good upside, 7,700. I think he can make a lot of birdies here. I think this is a good course for him, and he's been playing pretty well. He did have that win a couple weeks ago. I can see him definitely finishing the top 5. I would not be surprised at all. I do think Gary Woodland and Wolff have a lot of upside. And then Niemann, he's been very solid lately. He's 8th in proximity, which is a stat I'm looking at this week. Niemann's a pretty interesting 7,500. I think there's a lot of upside with him as well. And then Charles Howell, 7,500. And then Sungjae Im, 7,500. I wouldn't mind starting my lineup with the 3 7,500 guys here. I think that'd be pretty interesting. I don't know how owned they're going to be. I'd imagine probably Im's going to be the highest owned out of them because he probably has the most upside out of all of them. And then I think Howell's the safest. But yeah, I wouldn't mind starting a lineup with all 3 of these guys. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Howell's 4th in par 4 average, and he's been playing very well lately. And he is 2nd in bogey avoidance, a stat I really like this week. And then Sungjae Im, I think he has huge upside. He has solid stats all around. So I would not be surprised if I saw him in the top 25, top 20. Lucas Glover, this course fits him very, very well. He's 6th in bogey avoidance. He's 11th in proximity, and he's a great stat fit all around. Jim Furyk, he's 7,100. He's 8th in strokes gained on approach, 2nd in proximity, and 8th in bogey avoidance. 3 stats I'm looking at this week. And then Jason Kokrak, 7,500. He's just underpriced, I think, and he's starting to get in good form. He had a week where he just could not putt. But if he can putt, there's no reason why he shouldn't make the cut. I believe he's missed 1 cut all year out of like 20-something events, I think. So I think he's very safe. I'll probably use him in cash. Upside could be there. He did very well last week, so yeah, Kokrak's very interesting. I think I'll have a lot of him. And then my punt range, I don't think you need to go down the punt range, but there's 2 plays I really like in this punt range. It's Vaughn Taylor, just probably underpriced here for how good he's been playing, and same with Cameron Tringale, 6,600, very underpriced for how good both these guys have been playing. And then Sepp Straka has also been playing good. He's 6,600 as well. Okay, and then just some strictly GPP plays here. We got Hideki Matsuyama, Brooks Koepka, Colin Morikawa, Billy Horschel, Ben On, Rory Sabatini, Scott Piercy, and Russell Knox. These are the guys that just missed my player pool. I believe I have like 21, 22 guys on my player pool, and I'm going to be using them to build my 20 max entries as you usually do. But yeah, these are guys that just missed, and I might have like 1 or 2 of these guys max. But that might change throughout the week. So you guys on Patreon will get the update there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind adding some of these guys or even taking some away in my player pool later in the week. That might happen as well. But yeah, that's about it. I'm very excited this week. Hopefully making some more good money this week. Yeah, like I said, still pretty upset about last week. So close to taking down the 20 max there. But excited. Hopefully I get that opportunity again this week. Hopefully I get a lineup that really goes off like last week. And that's about it. You guys can follow me on Twitter, nut_DFS. Make sure you guys check out Patreon. The link will be in the description. $5 for the rest of the month here. Like I said, it's the last month of PGA here, so until like September, like mid to late September there. So make sure you guys check that out. You guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Thunder DFS. I'll be posting another PGA video on there, along with some other videos. And then that's about it. If you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. You can comment below. Make sure you give this video a like and also subscribe. And thanks for watching.